If you are a man seeking marriage, what are the most important things you should do to prepare for marriage someday? I'm convinced that if young men will do the following 7 things, they will be prepared for marriage, fatherhood, and all aspects of life. I'm praying that they will implement these disciplines and habits in their own lives for their own sakes and for the sakes of their future wives and children. If you're single, please take these to heart. The decisions you're making today are either creating future opportunities or removing future opportunities. Invest into your future family by implementing the right habits and eliminating unhealthy habits. You're creating a foundation for your legacy right now, so make the most of this time. Number 1, develop a strong work ethic. Men often fail in marriage and in life simply because they don't know how to work hard. They give up the moment something becomes difficult. We live in a generation where the traditional brand of manhood might seem antiquated. But I believe we have a lot to learn from that approach because there are many ways that we as modern men are missing the mark. I'm not saying we all have to fit into a narrow definition of masculinity or all be able to handle power tools. What I'm saying is that we need to recapture that sense of hard work, which we developed as young boys, and it will shape all our actions later in life. Don't look for handouts. Look for a way to get your hands dirty and callous doing honest hard work. It will serve you well all your life and make you a better husband and father someday. 2. Seek responsibility instead of running from it. Another life lesson that can be illustrated from our great-grandfathers is this point of seeking responsibility instead of running from it. So many young men today behave as if they're wearing a giant sign that says, "Don't depend on me" or "Tie me down." We falsely believe that freedom means not having to answer to anyone. This attitude makes us ineffective and unreliable in all parts of life, including future marriages and families. My great-grandpa lost his dad and brothers while young, and when he was 20 years old, he willingly took on the responsibility of being the man of the house. 3. Develop a disciplined financial plan. Learn as much as you can and earn as much as you can. This is something most men do not do before marriage. The first several years of marriage will have a lot of unnecessary stress because of it. Men think credit cards are just another form of money and live beyond their means. The concepts of delayed gratification, financial planning, or basic common sense relating to money are very important. One of the best things you can do for yourself and your future family is to develop a financial plan near you. There are some great and easy resources to help you get started at daverumsey.com. Work to spend less than you make, save some money in an emergency fund, relentlessly eliminate debt, and practice generosity. Once you've done those things, start saving for a down payment on a house and other big long-term plans. Your future self will thank you. 4. Face at least one fear. Life is an adventure, so do not hold back and just face one of your biggest fears. Be it public speaking, adventure sports, or anything else. Go out there and do it, and you will feel extremely liberating. This one is a must-do before marriage. Remember, marriage is about endless responsibilities. You tie yourself down and sacrifice your freedom. You will always be too busy for work, kids, and other responsibilities. 5. Keep yourself fit. Take good care of your health and work hard towards getting fit. It is not only a healthy habit, but it will also give joy to be able to wear your favorite lehenga and bikini on your honeymoon. Stop eating junk and drinking excessive alcohol. You will see the difference on your skin, and you will glow even before your wedding day. 6. Use your singleness as an opportunity for service, not for selfishness. If you're not careful, being single can make you selfish. It's easy to get set in your own ways, and without even meaning to, start feeling like life revolves around you. Serving is the antidote to selfishness. Nothing will sabotage a marriage faster than selfishness. So, if you really want to be a great husband and dad someday, don't wait until you're married to start thinking about other people besides yourself. Look for opportunities to serve. 7. Figure out why you want to get married. Do you genuinely love the woman you plan to marry, or do you just like the idea of getting married? Do you really want to spend the rest of your life tied to them, and them only? Do you just want to wear a wedding gown and have a big fancy party? Or do you think it's just something you now have to do because you're getting older? Find out your true intentions before making the leap. Look out at the pros and cons. Weigh them before making a step. 8. Find out the effect of marriage on your life. When most men tie the knots, they lose their former selves. They give up on their routines and actions that made them great men at the first place. Marriage should be an event. Having a woman with you should not stop you from the things that have defined and established your identity for your entire life. Instead, she should adjustment and join your train of success. Your goals and motivations should stay constant at all times for the growth of you and your family. 9. Get a prenup. A prenup is an agreement entered into by two people, preferably before a marriage, that stipulates how assets will be divided if the two people divorce or their marriage becomes dissolved. You could get an attorney to help you draft a prenuptial agreement. Be sure to have this done well enough before the wedding day. Both parties should get separate competent legal counsel and fully understand the terms and conditions of the agreement. A prenup does not guarantee that an eventual split will have no trouble, but it might lead to a less contentious divorce. This is totally up to you as a man. You are the leader and you take charge of the marriage. Ensure your assets are secured and the power you hand over to your wife is checked. A prenuptial agreement can help avoid expensive litigation if you get divorced in the future and can protect each spouse's separate property. It can also help you establish a custody plan for any kids you've had together prior to marriage in the event of separation. A family law attorney near you can help you create a prenup that's fair to both partners. 10. What is a deal breaker for you? Everyone has different deal breakers. Be open and clear to your wife and her family about what yours are, and listen to what theirs are too. Decide together whether you can deal with those and if they seem reasonable to you. You should also discuss what would happen if your relationship did end. What does divorce mean to you? How would you split your assets, and what would any custody arrangements look like? Not all marriages work out, and if you agree to the basic idea and terms when you're in a good place, it will make it so much easier to deal with if it does end. 11. What do you want to happen when you die? Sorry to get so morbid, but it needs to be discussed. No man wants the trauma of losing someone they love. Have a well-written will. Be clear of how you would like your assets to be shared among the beneficiaries. Let that be clear to your wife and family. This will ensure peaceful inheritance when your days come to an end. So before you say "I do," remember to cover these legal tips so you can live happily ever after. A man in charge is a happy man. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you next time.